friends, welcome to the Sending Sunshine blog hop. Today we are sending love to Jeannie. She's an amazing crafter and friend who works with me for a variety of different projects, and she has an amazing YouTube channel which I will link below as well. She's been going through some stuff in her life, and so we decided as friends that we would get together and do a hop for her, and I created this card for her, and I've used some beautiful products from In Love Arts, which I'll link below as well. Jeannie, I just want you to know that we really hope that things get a little bit better, and that you know that we're praying for you and that we love you. And I hope that you've gotten this card already and that it brightened your day. The one thing that I wanted to share from this card is how to create this really fun border down here. I thought it kind of looked either like a gate or something and kind of went with the fun sunflower feel. So let me show you what I used to create this. So what I've used is I've used this border die from the Mesh Weaving Circles Cutting Die set, and then some black paper, black cardstock, and then a piece of ribbon, and then also some double-sided tape to help hold it all together. And you can make this as long or as short as you want. On this card, I only needed it to go across part of the card, so I didn't use the entire die, but I love how this die does have a nice finishing edge. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is get your piece of cardstock that's the size that you want. This size is about 3 3/4 inches long, and then about 1 3/4 inches wide. And so I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna line this up to where on either side it's exactly the same spacing. And you can do this one of two ways to keep this in place. You can either put some washi tape over the die, because washi tape has very mild adhesive and you can take it off without damaging your paper, or magnetic cutting platform, that also helps. So I'm gonna go die cut this real quick and I will be right back to show you what it looks like after I'm done die cutting it. To pop in to show you, this is a very intricate die, and so these teeny tiny spaces right here are really hard to get out just bringing it out of the die cut. So if you have anything like this that has a little hook on the end, I actually use this when I'm weeding things, when I make shirts with heat press vinyl. So if you have anything like this or an X-Acto knife, this will really help to get these little pieces out, and they come out really easily. You just kind of have to pop it. So hopefully, can you see that, how I just popped that little one out? So I'm gonna go finish popping all of these little pieces out and I'll be right back. So I just got done with half of it, if you can see up here. Oh, I missed a little one right here, but I just got done with that part, and I wanted to make sure that I mentioned I am not going to do these center holes, because those center holes, having that strength in there is going to help when we weave the ribbon through. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Okay, one last time, I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our beautiful lacy, trellisy, whatever looking piece of border here cut out, and we are going to go ahead and put this ribbon through. So I'm going to show you a bonus tutorial about how I do my ribbon knot bows. I've had a lot of people ask me how I do them. It's really not hard. So what you're going to need is you're going to need however long you want your ribbon to be, and you're going to take it and you're going to do right over left, pull it under. Okay, so you've got your knot started, and then you're going to do left over right to make a square knot. And as you pull it not as tight as you want it, then you can grab these two ends with your thumbs and actually pull it the rest of the way to create this beautiful knot in the middle with this faux looking bow, which is so cute. I love it. Took me a while to get that down, but I love the way that it looks, and this is something that I put on a lot of my cards. So that is that, and then you can leave the little ends like this. You could create your little triangle cut out there if you want to. And then in order to have it, because if you notice on the card, I have this clear over on this side, it's not in the center. So in order to facilitate that, instead of cutting it right here in the middle, I'm actually going to pull it like this so that this is in the middle. And then I'm going to come over and I'm actually going to cut a little bit past that part of the side so that I have this part closer than that part. Do you see? Let me make it a little bit straight. There you go. So now all I have to do is I have to start my weaving. So I need to decide where I want this to lay. I think I want it to lay about right there. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to weave it through this hole right here and I'm going to pull it through. And so that's a little bit further over than on the card, but I kind of like it. I'm okay with it. And then I'm just going to take the ribbon and I'm going to fold it over again and I'm going to put it through this hole and pull it through. And then I'm going to pull it through this hole and pull it through and make sure that it's looking nice. If you don't like it, you can always take it out and start again. And then pull it through this last hole right here. And folding it over really does help it get through those little holes. This is not something that you could really do with super thick ribbon, as you can see, because the holes are so small. And you're gonna want a nice thick cardstock for this as well. There we go, we finally got it through. And then I'm gonna leave this over here because eventually what will happen is I will cut it down and then I will use that to fold over the card base. And so now I just need to do my other side. This is kind of in the middle of these two holes. I'm sorry, you can see that. This is kind of in the middle of these two holes, so I'm going to start weaving over here. Okay, so there we have our ribbon woven all the way through. If this starts to fray, like see how this end started to fray, I would not have been able to get through a larger area with that. You can just trim it. Just make sure that you definitely have more ribbon than you're gonna need so that you can trim the edges as you need to. And then all I would do with this is I would turn it over and I would take this double-sided tape and I would run double-sided tape all the way from this edge down to this edge. And I would take whatever card I was going to adhere it to and have it there and then pull it, push it down and have that adhere. If you wanted the entire thing to adhere to the card, you could use something like Sizzix sheets or a Xyron machine to turn it into a sticker before, whatever you want to do so that there's already adhesive on the back. But since this is so delicate, it's going to be really hard to put glue runner or even liquid glue on the back. So that's why I suggest the double-sided Silkwing tape or doing a Xyron machine or Sizzix sheets or whatever you use to put larger double-sided tape on before you die cut it out. So that is all that I have for you today. This beautiful woven element for your card, a nice border. Again, here is the finished product. And again, Jeannie, we are thinking of you and we hope that everything goes well and that you feel our love. Until next time, friends, hugs and happy stamping.